your girl Cyn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're not a part of the tribe, go ahead and subscribe down below so you can be a part of the tribe here. So this is going to be for all 12 zodiac signs. Yes, all 12. So this is going to be in the month of November 2022. Shout out to all my Scorpios out there. It is Scorpio season. So a few disclaimers before going into your readings. If you would like to book a full session with me, it'll be linked down below. My availability for November has opened up and it will go quickly, so please book in advance. Secondly, I do have a online store if you do want to shop with me. I do have spell books, I have affirmation decks, I have my personal deck which I sell on the site. I also have smudge sticks, crystals, anything that you can think of, sound bowls. If you do want to shop with me, it'll be linked in the description box. Also, I do have a Patreon if you do want to join the tribe. We do spells and rituals over on that platform, mainly focusing on self-love, money, and protection. I do post these zodiac signs first on Patreon, so they do see it a day before YouTube does. So if you want to see the readings first, please join over on Patreon. And also if you do want a spell or ritual with us, please join as well. So now, I am going to start off with Aries, fire signs. Yes. Let me just pull up really quickly. Okay, let's do Aries. Aries. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck is the Empress. Hopefully you guys can see. I know it's a little dark. Hopefully you guys can see. So what came out for you guys for the month of November is the Magician, the Queen of Swords, and the Sun card. Guys, I'm so sorry about the lighting. It's because the sun is setting. So it is currently 5 p.m. here in Miami, so that's why it may look like this, but hopefully it's not a big issue. So what I'm seeing for you, Aries, is that there seems to be you trying to protect yourself. I do also see that there may be someone around you that may be playing some sort of mind games, and that's why you're trying to stay away from them. Because I am seeing that someone is possibly trying to mislead you in some sort of way. There can also be someone that is playing some sort of mind games, and I do feel like you're trying to kind of protect yourself, so you're coming off very guarded. I do also feel like you're having to be careful how you express yourself. And also I feel like you guys are standing up for yourself towards this person. Many of the signs that are coming out for you are Leo. I'm also getting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. So I do feel like there seems to be a lot of air and a lot of fire. Now I do feel like there seems to be a connection that you're experiencing that is very taboo, meaning that there seems to be some sort of, the way that this relationship can go about is that it can be very taboo in the fact that it's not traditional by society, meaning that maybe it's a polygamous relationship, maybe it's a third party, or maybe it's a love triangle, and you know that you're involved in a love triangle and you're just waiting for someone to kind of leave a situation so that they can be with you. Or maybe, you know, it's something that's non-traditional. I do also feel like there is a connection that you're experiencing with someone that's very significant, but I do feel like there's a choice that needs to be made. Now, if you're not dealing with anyone, I do feel like there is going to be some sort of connection that's going to come into your life that's going to kind of rock you in some sort of way. It is going to be a deep connection that's going to be very telepathic. This is also a connection that is also going to be very magnetic as well. There also seems to be some sort of temptation that comes with this connection. And I do also feel like you may be possibly trying to kind of create or implement some sort of boundaries with this person if you are single. Now, if you are in some sort of connection as well, you may be trying to create some sort of boundaries with someone. Maybe it's coming off very hard for you to do so, because I do feel like there seems to be some sort of really, really deep connection that you're experiencing with them. Because the Sun card is here, it is saying that whatever blockages that are coming into your life, or pre-existing blockages in your life, they're going to be obliterated. So there is going to be some sort of relief, or there's going to be some sort of breakthrough. I do also feel that be careful that someone is not trying to mislead you in some sort of way, meaning that maybe their actions are not matching their words, or vice versa, or someone's saying that they're going to do something but they don't really do it, meaning that someone may say that they're claiming to leave someone for you but they're not doing it. So there seems to be a little bit of like someone not holding on to their word, or someone is just saying a little bit, or maybe possibly breadcrumbing you in some sort of way. So be careful that someone is not trying to mislead you or take advantage of you or manipulate you in some sort of way. I do also feel like there seems to be some sort of power struggles that may be going on. There also seems like the signs and synchronicities are getting a lot more stronger as well. Like you might be seeing a lot of synchronicities. You might be seeing a lot of messages coming in from the universe. I do feel like the universe is possibly trying to show you something about this person if you are dealing with someone. If you are single, I do feel like the universe may be possibly sending you different opportunities or offers or suitors, but you're not really meshing or wanting what's being given to you. So there seems to be a little bit of power struggle, or you may be coming off very frustrated because you're like, Spirit, like, why do you keep sending me these people when you know like they're not my type? Or why do you keep sending me these people when you know that we're not going to get along? Or why do you keep sending me these people when I don't see myself with them? So the universe may be possibly sending you a lot of suitors, and it may be possibly because you're not being very clear with your manifestations, meaning that you're being very broad, you're not being very specific. And I've talked about this a lot on my channel, like not being very specific with your the touch, taste, feel, how that person looks, their characteristic, whether they're tall, 6 feet, 5'7", like you're having to be how much they weigh. Like it's like you're having to be very clear. Do you want them active? Do you want them to have a sedentary lifestyle? Do you want them to be family oriented? Do you want them to be a mama's boy? Like you're having to be very clear with your manifestations, and I feel like you're not being very clear. So the universe is kind of like just sending you just anything to see if it sticks. So I feel like Aries, like you're having to be very, very clear. And once you are very clear at what you really, really want, or what you really, really need. I should say need, because a need is long-term and want is short-term. It just depends where you are in your stage of your life. Maybe you need a long-term relationship. Maybe you're just wanting to date, and maybe you're just wanting a short-term thing. But if you're needing a long-term relationship, you're having to be very specific, down to the taste, color, feel, taste, you know, when it comes to a particular person. Not in that order though, but but you're just having to be very clear. So that is for you, Aries. So let's get into Taurus. Taurus. Let's see. I feel like Aries, you guys are having to be very, very clear. You guys are not being, you're being too vague with your manifestations. I feel like, and also for you, Aries, I feel like someone's been asking for a car or wanting a new car. But I feel like there seems to be some sort of blockages with that. But I feel like if there is some sort of blockages, you're going to get that car. Taurus. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Hopefully you guys can see these cards, because I know the sun is really going down right now. But you have the World card, you have Temperance, you have the Ten of Cups, and then you have the Three of Swords. Now I usually do 3 cards, but 4 cards came out for you, Taurus, so I'm just going to accept it because it may be some sort of message for those of you out there. Now for Taurus, what I'm seeing is that a lot of you are trying to get your life together, trying to reestablish some sort of balance. There may have been like you feeling very imbalanced or emotionally unbalanced as well. I do feel like a lot of you are purifying yourself or trying to start very fresh. I feel like you're not waiting till the new year to start fresh or to make some sort of changes or implement some sort of changes. So you guys are just like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait for the new year. I don't need a new year. I'm gonna start making some sort of changes starting on Monday. I'm gonna start that diet, or starting on, you know, Monday, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that. So there seems to be a little bit of like you trying to change things around you, because even though you might not be able to change a lot of things that are going on internally, but I feel like you're trying to change things that may be going on externally in your life. I do also feel that there is a relationship that is also possibly coming to an end, or there's going to be some sort of severing of ties, or maybe you having to separate or let go of a connection if you are in a relationship, because the Three of Swords is at the end of the deck. The end of the draw. I'm also seeing that there is also something about trying to fix something over and over again, but it seems to not be working, meaning that, you know, you guys are possibly trying to renew a relationship, or trying to kind of like I feel like pressing the reset button. Someone keeps trying to press the reset button, or you guys are trying to kind of like keep doing something over and over again, but something seems to be not working. I also feel like you might be dealing with someone who is from your past, or someone that you have known for a very long time, and this is why you keep trying over and over again, is because you've known this person for a very long time, and you're just like, you know what, I'm very comfortable here. This is something that I know. Maybe someone is very predictable, and you're just like, I know this person, like I know this person in and out, and I don't want to start over. Now if you're single, I do feel like there's an ex that maybe, I know y'all don't want to hear that, Chad, but I feel like an ex may be returning. This is maybe someone that may have hurt you or broke your heart, or they even may have broken up with you. I feel like someone may have hurt you in some sort of way. Someone may have betrayed you in some sort of way. I do feel like someone has emotionally let you down, and because of that, you are trying to kind of see whether or not you can forgive this person and move forward with this person, but I feel like you're having a hard time doing so. Now I do feel like someone is going to speak their truth. There is also someone that's going to want to start over, want to keep to y'all, that's not even English. I feel like someone is wanting to keep starting over, or wanting to kind of like revamp a relationship if you're in a relationship or connection, or wanting to kind of more so like a fresh take on a relationship. Some of you may decide to do that, some of you may not decide to do that, because I feel like something has run its course, but I feel like someone is not able to accept that. Someone is like, no, like we can fix this, we can start over, we can kind of, you know, fix these issues, but I feel like these issues keep coming up. Now I do feel like there also seems to be like you having to kind of face some sort of reality. A lot of you are kind of like seeing life through rose-tinted glasses, or a lot of you might be possibly a lot of you are not being honest with yourselves. And when I say that, I mean that you guys are not, it's a comfortability that's holding you back. I do also feel like the universe may be possibly trying to get you out of a situation, or trying to relieve you out of a situation, because I feel like something is emotionally draining at the same time, or something just consumes all of your energy. Maybe it's that person too, because you might be dealing with someone who is a little bit of an energy vampire, someone who just sucks the energy out of you. Just being around this person is very draining, it's very tiring. It's the lack of motivation, it's just a lack of will from them or either you. So there seems to be a little bit of like something being very stuck or stagnant. Now if you are single, I feel like you are the one that's coming on very stuck or stagnant. I do feel like you have to let go of a lot of things that may have happened in the past, a lot of emotional disappointments, or a lot of betrayals, or things that did not go in your favor. I do feel like a lot of you are trying to purify yourself, or trying to purge or emotionally purge things that are not working for you, or are not serving you in your highest good. But I feel like sometimes you have a hard time doing so, because sometimes it's hard to forgive. And it's not even sometimes forgiving the other person, it could be possibly forgiving yourself. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to take baby steps in doing that. I feel like a lot of you might be possibly seeking out therapy. as well, or you might be looking at someone who may be possibly trying to help you as far as counseling, or probably mentoring you, or possibly trying to get your emotions back balanced. So I do feel like someone is going to step in to help you with that. So that was for Taurus. So let's get into Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, cards. Talk to me nice. Let's see, Gemini. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups. So, Gemmies, what I'm getting for you is that you're getting the Fool card, the 5 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so Gemmies, what is going on? All right, so I do feel that there's someone that's randomly coming into your life, and this is something that's going to be coming out of the blue. There may have been some sort of fallout or conflict with this person, because I do feel like there seems to be some sort of resistance when this person comes in, or you're not wanting to speak with them or deal with this person. I also feel like someone keeps self-sabotaging themselves. I don't know if this is you or the other person, or someone just keeps making the same mistakes over and over again, and they're having to realize that they are the issue, or they are the ones that are possibly holding themselves back. Someone also is having a sense of fear as well. So I don't know if someone is possibly fearing being happy, or fearing letting go, because I do feel like someone is stuck in some sort of way, but I feel like it's self-inflicted. Now, a lot of you are trying to stay away from illusion or facades. I do also feel like you also may be trying to create some sort of boundary so that you won't fall into some sort of an illusion or facade, because I do feel like you guys are possibly being very defensive. You guys are trying to protect yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and I do feel like a lot of you may be isolating yourself or taking some sort of time out for yourselves. Now, I do feel like there's some sort of offer that's going to be coming in from a water sign, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, I'm getting fuckboy. This could be a fuckboy. This could be someone who's been in and out of your life. This is also someone who's very inconsistent. This is also someone who doesn't care when they've hurt someone's feelings. This is a selfish energy. This is a greedy energy. This is someone who's coming into your life to take advantage of you, so just be careful of that. And that's why you're trying to isolate yourself, or trying to be very defensive, or trying to put your guards up, because you know that this person is full of shit. Excuse me, I curse on this channel, but usually like this person is full of shit. So I feel like you are possibly really trying to keep your distance from this person. Now, if you are absolutely single and this does not apply to you, I do feel like this is like you self-sabotaging yourself. Now, there may be some sort of competitive work energy, or competitive energy in the workplace. You possibly may be the subject to a lot of gossip. People may be talking about you. People may be saying that you're coming off very guarded or distant, or people may be saying that you are a loner, or they're saying things about you that you're not very welcoming or open, or very open. But I feel like you're just trying to protect yourself, and I do feel like people are kind of, I feel like you're coming off very misunderstood, Geminis. I feel like you guys are very protective. Like, you guys don't really trust easily. So if someone is trying to come into your life or trying to be friendly with you, you're just like, nah, stay over there until I trust you real quick. So I feel like you guys are just kind of like being very guarded, or very cautious when it comes to opening up to certain people. Maybe you've gotten burned in the past. Maybe, you know, people have taken advantage of you in the past, and you're not really welcoming. You do need to, shout out to my homegirl Tamaj, because she told me this in my private reading, and I'm trying to work on it. You're having to to create a balance of letting someone love you, and also having your guards up, and creating boundaries. I know that sounds very contradicting, but there needs to be a soft balance between opening up and letting someone love you, but also remaining intact, your boundaries and your morals and your dignity. And I feel like this is what you guys are kind of learning right now. And I do feel like it's kind of hard for you to deal with that, because I do feel like you may be very black and white. Like, you're just like, no, it's either this or that. But what you're learning is that there may be some sort of gray areas in life, or gray areas when it comes to love, or when it comes to your lifestyle, when it comes to your friendships, when it comes to things that involve spirituality, your heart, your emotions. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to learn that. So that is for you, gems. So let's get into Cancer. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Let's look into Cancer. These cards are so old, but we gon' get it together. Cancer. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles. So let's see. Ooh, I see money for y'all, Cancer. This is all about money. All right, so you have the Hangman, you have the 6 of Pentacles, and then you have the Page of Pentacles. All right, in my mind I heard money, 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 money. Money. So I feel like there seems to be money coming in for you, Cancer. This looks good. You also might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn too, because I am seeing that as well. But I see that there is going to be money coming in for you. Now, I do feel like there's something about you having to wait for this money to come in, because I do feel like there seems to be like you having to have some sort of patience. I'm also seeing that this is like you having to kind of like surrender to flow. I got it tattooed on my hand, child. But I feel like you're having to kind of like surrender to the experience that you're having, because I do feel like there seems to be something that is beyond your control. So I feel like you're having to kind of let things happen very naturally, and there seems to be something about some sort of divine timing when it comes to what is being given to you in your life, because I do feel like there seems to be some sort of money that's going to be coming in for you, but I feel like it requires divine timing. Now, I do also feel like there also, if you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel like there's some sort of regrets. You might be feeling some sort of regrets, or they might be feeling some sort of regrets, but ultimately there's some sort of regrets. There also seems to be like something that's having a hard time getting off the ground if you're dealing with an earth sign. I do also feel like it's like having to put in a lot of work to please an earth sign. If you are the one that is dealing with an earth sign, I feel like an earth sign is just requiring a lot from you, and I do feel like you're not capable of giving them that just yet. So I feel like you might be possibly in a place of possibly grieving, or you may be in a place of possibly feeling like very sensitive right now. And I know that Cancers are very naturally sensitive, but I just feel like you guys are being very sensitive around this time. I do feel like you guys are taking criticism very harshly around this time. I do also feel like you guys are having to kind of separate constructive criticism and just when someone's just being straight out nasty to you. But I feel like sometimes you guys have a hard time, you know, dealing with criticism. Or someone around you may be having a hard time dealing with that criticism. I do also feel like a lot of you have been really focusing on your finances, or pouring a lot of time into your finances, and it's also because it's the only thing that you can control at this moment. And I do feel like you can't really control how people treat you, how people, you know, talk to you, how people respond to you, but I feel like you can control your bag. But I feel like that is what's happening. Now, I do feel like there's going to be an offer coming in from an earth sign. They may want to collab with you, and this may be some sort of money collaboration. So they may want to collab as far as maybe possibly investing with you, or they may be possibly wanting to put your friends together to kind of create something magical. So there seems to be like you may be collaborating with an earth sign, and I do feel like you guys may be putting your ideas together to create some sort of source of income. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of money coming in for you. I see a lot of additional income coming in for you. You're just having to wait for it. And I know you guys don't want to hear that when I say be patient, but I feel like you're having to be patient for this, because I do feel like there is going to be something that is going to be very flourishing for you financially if you just kind of stick with it. I do also feel like a lot of you are investing your money. This could be into stocks, this could be into new property, this can be into a new home, but I feel like there seems to be like you putting a lot of money into something, and I do feel like it's going to pay off. So Cancer, this looks good. My camera overheated, so we are going to start with Leo. So Leo. Leo. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Alright, you have the Ten of Swords, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so Leo, I feel like you are possibly trying to end things with a particular person, but they are not getting the memo, or they're trying to manipulate themselves back into your life. I do also feel like you might be cutting a lot of people out of your life. This can be friends, this can either be family members too, because sometimes you do have to cut off family members or create some sort of distance or boundaries with family. But I do feel like you're also not wanting people to know what you're thinking or feeling, so you might be coming off very blocked, or your energy might be coming off very blocked. And I do feel like someone may be possibly coming towards you very aggressively, and I do feel like this may be someone that you're not speaking to, or this may be someone that you have not heard from a very long time, because the Ten of Swords is here. So you may have tried to cut this person off, or you may have you're no longer speaking with this person, because I am seeing that there seems to be some sort of blockages, or there seems to be some sort of no communication, or some sort of miscommunication between you and this person. Now what I'm also getting is that someone may be possibly trying to mislead you. I do feel like there seems to be some sort of like, I'm getting like telephone. So someone may have told someone something, and then by the time it got to you, it may have been completely misconstrued, or some sort of miscommunication between you and this person. I do also feel like you're in denial, or coming off very blocked. Now, many of the signs that are coming out are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius right now. That's all I'm pretty much getting. I do also feel like there's some sort of decision that you're going to be making. Now, if you're in a relationship, you might have to make some sort of decision between two people. Maybe someone came into your life that kind of like interfered with your relationship, or may have caused you to question your relationship. Because I am seeing that someone is coming into your life, and I do feel like they're making you question a lot of things about your relationship and the stability or the intent of your relationship. Now, if you are single, I do feel like there may be someone that may be coming towards you, but I do feel like you're going to have two options. I do feel like it may be possibly Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it may be a Sagittarius, or another fire sign like yourself. Now, I do also feel like there's some sort of reconciliation that may be coming up for you, or you might be hearing from someone that you have not heard from for a very long time, because I do feel like there seems to be some sort of loss in communication, some sort of blockages in communication, or there seems to be like you not speaking to someone. So there's going to be someone that you haven't heard from that's going to be returning. So there seems to be some sort of resurfacing that's going to happen. And I do also feel like you guys are going to be spending a lot of time with friends and family. I do feel like a lot of you are going to be enjoying your weekend that's going to be coming up. And I do also feel like you guys are being a little bit more social. I do also feel like if there is some sort of confusion, or someone is bringing some sort of confusion, or just coming out very misleading, you're cutting it off, or you're not entertaining it. So I do feel like you're just trying to protect your peace. And I do also feel like you're just wanting peace. Like if something is becoming too hard for you, or if something is just drama, I do feel like you're going to decide to like not deal with it, or not even entertain it. So there seems to be like you coming off a very guarded especially when it comes to communication. And it could be with that particular significant person, which could be a fire sign or it could be a Gemini. So that is for you, Leo. So now we're going to get into Virgo. I believe Virgo is the next one. Yes, let's look into Virgo. These cards are so old. I need to get some new cards. All right, Virgo. Virgo. Let's see. At the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. All right, you have, everybody's getting Temperance. You have Temperance, you have the Five of Cups, you have the Two of Cups. So Virgo, what I'm seeing for you guys is that there seems to be like feeling very emotionally overwhelmed. I do also feel like this is someone that may be possibly grieving, or this may be someone that is having some sort of regrets. Someone that also has hit rock bottom, but they're not really saying anything. If you're in a relationship, your partner may feel emotionally overwhelmed and they're not really saying anything to you, or you might be feeling that way. Mainly the signs that are coming out are Sagittarius. I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio right now. I do also feel like someone is having to open up or to speak their mind or speak how they're feeling, but I feel like someone is just emotionally too stuck to do so. I do also feel like someone is having some sort of regrets about not making things right with someone, because I am seeing that there was some sort of opportunity that someone had to kind of make things right or to open up, and they did not take that opportunity. So someone is beating themselves up, or someone is feeling like they let themselves down, or someone is feeling like they missed out on some sort of opportunity. Now, if you're single, then this may be someone around you that it may be feeling this way about you. If you're in a relationship, I do feel like, again, your partner may be emotionally overwhelmed, but they're not really saying anything. They're just keeping their thoughts to themselves and their emotions to themselves, but they're not really expressing that. It is saying for you to kind of speak up for yourself if this is you. I do also feel like someone is having to kind of express himself or open up, but I feel like someone is having a hard time doing so. I do also feel that there seems to be like holding back, or someone feeling like they missed out on opportunity. I do feel like if someone feels like they missed out on opportunity, someone's going to get their second wind. I do feel like someone is going to also get out of this funk or emotional funk that they seem to be in. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of movement or some sort of progression forward, but I do feel that someone is having to get out of that emotional rut first before any movement can happen. I do also feel like someone is trying to get themselves emotionally back balanced, because I do feel like someone also can be grieving I don't predict death, but I feel like someone may be grieving about someone that they may have lost, some sort of significant other, some sort of, either they may have lost a boyfriend, a husband, but someone may also be a widow, because I'm seeing that there seems to be some sort of like grieving or some sort of lost over someone that you may have been spiritually or emotionally connected or tied to. So I do feel like there is a little bit of that. I do also feel like there seems to be like emotions that keep coming like as waves. Sometimes you're good and I feel like you're going about your day, and then there just seems to be a wave of emotion that comes through you, where sometimes you can kind of spiral back down emotionally. I do feel like some of you may also be dealing with some sort of depression or emotional imbalances. It could be emotionally imbalanced, and some of you are having to take your medication, because I do feel like some of you may be possibly dealing with bipolar, or this may be someone who just maybe just emotionally imbalanced, and someone is refusing to take their medication, or someone is not wanting to take their medication. So that may be a particular message for someone who is out there, or you may be dealing with someone who is around you who is a significant other that's refusing to take their medication or refusing to get help with their emotions. So there seems to be some sort of power struggles between you and someone else. So that is for you, Virgo. Let's get into what's next. I believe it's Libra. Yes, let's get into Libra. Libra. On the deck is the Hermit. All right, so you have the King of Wands, you have the Knight of Cups, and then you have the Two of Cups. All right, so Libra, there may be some sort of decision that you're having to make. It may be between fire or maybe between fire and water is what I'm getting. Fire and water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like there's two opportunities coming in for you as well. There may be two people that may be possibly trying to pursue you, or maybe possibly wanting to get to know you, because I am seeing that someone is possibly trying to express themselves or possibly wanting to kind of get to know you or wanting to take you out. So there seems to be a little bit of that. Now what I'm also getting is that there also seems to be a decision that does need to be made. You may have to make a decision between two people. You may have to make a decision about who you would like to move forward with. I do also feel like there seems to be like you having to kind of more so see where your emotions lies, because I do feel like there may be someone that you may be emotionally tied to, and the other person may just be coming off just very impulsive or just too quick, coming on too strong too quickly is what I wanted to say. I do also feel like you're having to kind of pay attention to the characteristics of these persons, because one may be coming off too emotional, too sensitive, very passive, very nurturing, and the other person may be coming off very impulsive, very they're wanting to move things too quickly. This can also be someone that is very fiery. I mean, the sex might be it might be good, but I feel like this is someone that is just very impulsive. Like they don't really think before they act, or they don't really think before they kind of verbalize what they're saying. So there seems to be a little bit of someone not having to use their head and their logic and their emotions is what I'm getting. Now, I do feel like you're not wanting to repeat a cycle, but I feel like that may be possibly happening. There also seems to be some sort of significant connection coming into your life. It's going to be more so telepathic, and it's also going to make you question a lot of things emotionally and mentally as well. So this connection is going to make you question things, or it's going to make you question your existence. They may possibly spark some sort of spiritual awakening within you as well. But I feel like there is one of these people that you're dealing with, they're going to spark something in you that is going to spark your spiritual journey, or they're going to help you understand something about yourself that you did not know or you were not privy to. So I do feel like someone is coming into your life to spark that. That was your soul mission, or maybe that was your soul mission to spark some sort of spiritual growth within them. I do also feel like you're having to kind of like think about this long and hard. There also seems to be like these two people may be thinking about you. If you are single, I do feel like there's two people coming towards you. Now if you are dealing with someone I do feel that you're gonna have to make a decision, because someone may be interfering in your relationship, or someone may be threatening your relationship. I do feel like someone may be possibly, it may be new and fresh, and I do feel like maybe your relationship has been very complacent or very stagnant, and someone is coming into your life to show you new things and to make you feel all of these new emotions, and now you're stuck in a crossroads and having to make some sort of decision. So you may have been a catalyst to someone's relationship, or they may have been a catalyst in your relationship. So there seems to be now a decision that does need to be made. So that is for you, Libra. Let's get into Scorpio. Scorpio season. Let's see. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the King of Swords. You have the Two of Cups. And you have the Sun card. I'm getting that someone's having an epiphany. Someone is coming to some sort of realization of who their soulmate is. I do also feel like someone is going to come out and express how they're feeling. Someone may have been possibly holding back, or someone may have been keeping a secret. Someone may have been holding on to something that is now, it's like holding on to a secret what's physically hurting you, or holding on to an emotion and it's physically hurting you and not being able to get it out or being able to express it. But I feel like someone is possibly doing that now. They're wanting to express themselves now. I do feel like this is someone who is a soulmate. I do feel like you're being led to your soulmate as well. It may be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting Leo. But it doesn't have to be those particular signs. It could just be someone who has those particular signs in their natal chart. Now, I also feel like you've been thinking about someone long and hard. I do also feel like a lot of you have been thinking about your past relationships and past connections that you may have had that were not, did not go in your favor. And I feel like you're maybe possibly examining those relationships or going through them with a fine-tooth comb and realizing what your mistakes were. And because I feel like you guys keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And I feel like you guys are trying to get out of that cycle. Like it just keeps happening. Something just keeps happening over and over. It's like failed relationship after failed relationship, like failed relationship after failed relationship. And I feel like someone is trying to understand why relationships keep failing, or why something just has a hard time getting off the ground, or why you have these short-lived relationships. Is because you are the issue, you are the problem, you are the source of your issues. If this is not happening to you, because I feel like this is not happening to all Scorpios. If you are in a relationship, I do feel like there is something about like a decision having to be made about whether or not the relationship is going to be in a higher commitment, meaning that, you know, whether we're going to be a relationship, whether we're going to be married, whether we're going to move in together. Like I feel like there's going to be some sort of like conversation about where the connection is going to move, or whether or not it's going to progress or not. So there's going to be some sort of hard conversation that's going to happen, or there's going to be some sort of tough conversation that you're going to have with your significant other. I do also feel like, again, someone has been thinking about the other person. I do also feel like someone has been thinking about what makes them truly happy and who truly makes them happy. And I feel like someone is trying to figure out what that void is, because someone has been living with a void, or someone has been trying to replace voids through other people, and they're realizing that they need to understand what is the void. Is it another person, or is it within me? Am I the one that has to fulfill myself, or am I the one that's having to kind of fill that void that I have within myself? So someone is trying to learn what that is and what that void is. I do feel like there's going to be some sort of like epiphany or some sort of aha moment, and then you're going to quickly go after someone. It may be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I do feel like someone is also grieving because of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone is feeling like they made a lot of mistakes. Someone is having some sort of regrets. I do feel like the universe is now making you sit down and think long and hard about the things that you have done that have hurt not only just one person, but several people that you have hurt. So I feel like someone is coming to some sort of realization, or someone is understanding that they are the source of their problems, or they're the source of their hurt. So someone is coming to some sort of realization that they may have messed up, or they may have had some sort of regrets over a past situation that they could have fixed, or they had an opportunity to move forward with, but they chose not to move forward. They blew that person off, or they didn't want to take that person seriously, or they just decided to go in a different direction, and someone is having some sort of regrets for doing that. So that is for you, Scorpio. Let's get into Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, Sag, let's see. Ooh. Well, okay. All right, Sag. So you have the Hangman, you have the Two of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups. So what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius, is that someone has been trying to telepathically connect with you, but you are blocking them. Maybe you know that this person is trying to reach out to you telepathically, but you're just like, no, either you're going to speak with me directly or you're not. Like, either you're going to come to me and talk to me face to face or not. Like, don't try to telepathically try to connect with me. Don't come to me in my dreams. Don't try to connect with me spiritually, metaphysically. Like, if you want to come to me, come correct. So I feel like someone's coming off very blocked. And I do feel like this is also someone that may be possibly triggering you as well, because I do feel like it seems to be some sort of anxieties or stress. There also seems to be like someone is possibly trying to reach out to you, or maybe wanting to talk or have some sort of communication with you, but you are blowing them off, or you're avoiding them, or purposely trying to avoid them. I do also feel like someone has been thinking about you long and hard as well. Now, I do also feel like this is like you getting a lot of messages during your sleep. So there seems to be some sort of disturbances during your sleep. I do feel like Spirit may be possibly trying to get you out of your comfort zone. And by them doing that, they're disturbing your sleep. Maybe you might be suffering from some sort of insomnia. Maybe you're having a hard time falling asleep. Maybe you're going to sleep at night, but you're still waking up very fatigued early in the morning. Maybe you're waking up at random times during the night. But I do feel like there seems to be some sort of like disturbances during your sleep. Now, I do also feel like a lot of you might be really thinking long and hard. There also seems to be like self-sabotaging yourself, like really wanting something, but also restricting yourself at the same time. You're just like, yeah, I want that person, or yeah, I want to do this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to restrict myself. I'm going to block myself from having some sort of access to something that I really want. So I do feel like a lot of you are creating boundaries within yourself. Now, I do also feel like there's going to be some sort of opportunity coming in. There may be some sort of opportunity for you to travel, because I do feel like there seems to be some sort of travel, or someone may be possibly traveling towards you. Now, this may be family, this may be a friend, but I do feel like someone may be possibly coming into your home. Or you might be going to their home. There just seems to be some sort of traveling going on. It could be out of the country, it could be out of the state, it could be out of your city limits, but I do feel like there seems to be some sort of travel, or this can be an emotional travel. So someone may be possibly emotionally coming around, or possibly trying to, possibly opening up to you, but I feel like there seems to be some sort of blockages, or you're not really open or accepting to what they have to say. I do also feel like you might be possibly in some sort of denial. A lot of you are very stubborn. You don't want to listen, or you feel like you feel like you're right. You feel like you're right. And I feel like you're not willing to kind of budge, or you're not really trying to bend, or you're not really trying to kind of hear what someone has to say, because you feel like you are right in what you have some sort of strong convictions, is what I'm seeing as well. Many of the signs that are coming out are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A lot of air and a lot of water. So then you might be coming off very emotional. Someone around you might be coming off very emotional. I do feel like you're trying to block your dreams as well. I don't know how you're doing that, but I feel like a lot of you are like refusing to dream, or kind of like refusing to listen to what your dreams are saying to you or telling you. So I do feel like a lot of you are taking in some sort of information as far as your dreams, but you guys are not implementing it, or maybe you guys are afraid to implement some sort of message that you may have possibly received in your dreams. So I feel like there's some sort of significant connection or significant message that you may have received from the universe, but you're just like, yeah, I got the message, but I'm not following it, or I'm not listening to you, or I'm not moving forward with it. So there seems to be a lot of stubborn energy coming out from you, Sagittarius. So there seems to be like you having to work with that, or work on that. So let's do Capricorn. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. So you have the King of... Hey guys, my camera overheated. Y'all already know the deal. So this is going to be for Capricorn. So what I got for Capricorn is the King of Cups. You have the Six of Pentacles. And then you have the Ace of Cups. So what I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that there may be some sort of financial opportunity coming in for you that is going to improve but also increase your finances. I do also feel like there is going to be some sort of an emotional decision that you're going to have to make regarding a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you're dealing with a water sign, I do also feel like there's going to be a fresh new start that's going to be coming in for you for love and for your finances. I do feel like you're going to be hearing from someone. I do feel like this may be someone that possibly triggers you. I do feel like there's an emotional trigger that this person places on you as well. So there is a more so like they trigger you emotionally. It could be triggering your abandonment issues. They can be triggering your trust issues. They can be triggering your childhood unresolved issues that you may possibly be having within yourself as well. So there seems to be like them triggering you, or they may be possibly making you feel things that you don't want to feel. So they're kind of like disturbing this false sense of peace that you've created for yourself. Now I do feel like this person is coming off very emotional, and this is why you may be kind of keep your distance too, because just like this person is too emotional, like, and they may be coming off very nurturing as well, or they're wanting to take care of you, or wanting to possibly, you know, spend time with you, or trying to nurture a relationship with you. I do feel like this is going to be like something that you're having to put a lot of time and energy into as well, or they're wanting to put a lot of time and energy with you, because I do feel like there seems to be like wanting to rebuild or wanting to establish some sort of foundation with you. I do feel like a lot of you are triggered because maybe possibly there may have been someone that may have lied to you, or there seems to be like some sort of deceptive energy that may have happened in your past, and maybe you're afraid of it repeating itself. So there seems to be like a lot of past issues that keep resurfacing within you, and sometimes you feel like you can't help it. It's just like, well, this is what happened to me, I can't really forget it. But I feel like you can't really punish new people that are coming into your life because of what someone else may have done to you in the past. Now if you're absolutely single, I do feel like, well, I just did the singles, but if you are in a relationship, I do feel like there's going to be like your partner is going to be showering you with some sort of affection, or there's going to be some sort of gift that they're going to be giving you. I feel like someone is also going to be kind of like paying attention to your needs, or paying attention to your love language. So Capricorn, this looks really good as far as love. When it comes to money, I do feel like there's going to be a lot of money that's going to be coming in for you as well. This is going to be a good footing for you as far as like establishing your finances. And I do also feel like there's going to be an opportunity for your finances to stabilize as well. So there seems to be like you putting a lot of time and energy into your finances. And I do also feel like this is like you making sure that financially you have enough. So there is going to be like you kind of putting a lot of time and energy into that. I do also feel like a lot of you are having to separate your emotions from your finances. A lot of you are maybe possibly being very emotional about your finances, maybe because it's not going in your favor, but I just feel like that's just temporary. It's not permanent. I do also feel like there's going to be some sort of abundance coming into your life as well. There may be some sort of inheritance that's going to be given to you, because I am seeing that a large sum of money that's going to be given to you, or there's going to be like I feel like it's inheritance. It's something that is going to be connected to more so emotionally. So it could be inheritance, or someone may have left you some sort of money. You may stumble on some sort of money too. Like you may randomly find money that you didn't think that you had. So I do feel like there seems to be a little bit of that going on with you as well. So money looks really good for you, Capricorn. So let's get into Aquarius. Before my camera dies again. It keeps overheating. I do need to get another camera, but I love this camera. So let's get into Aquarius. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, you have the Three of Swords, you have the Devil, you have the Page of Pentacles. So Aquarius, what I'm seeing for you is that there seems to be someone that's coming off very manipulative. I do also feel like someone is possibly either cheating or having some sort of affair. There also seems to be that someone is possibly emotionally causing you a lot of baggage, or they're causing you a lot of emotional turmoil as well. This is someone that's very manipulative. This is someone who doesn't really care if they hurt your feelings. This can also be someone who has a lot of bad habits. And you're going to come to realize that they do have a lot of bad habits. Now, I do also feel like there is someone that is going to give you an offer, and you might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do also feel like someone may be traveling towards you or coming towards you emotionally, but I do feel like they're going to take advantage of you. So this seems to be some sort of deceptive energy that you might be dealing with. I do feel like someone may be possibly trying to mislead you or take advantage of you in some sort of way. I do also feel like be careful that someone is not trying to take money from you. Or maybe possibly you're trying to do this, but I'm just saying that someone may be possibly trying to take money or trying to kind of like manipulate money out of you. I just feel like someone's trying to funnel money. I'm getting embezzlement. I'm getting a little bit of that. Or hiding mad money, or hiding money that isn't yours, or asking someone for money but, you know, not using it for what you said that you were going to use it for, and just kind of stashing it to the side. So I do feel like someone may be possibly using someone for their money or for their status. I do also feel like this is like you having to kind of pay attention to some sort of red flags that someone may be possibly giving to you. Maybe you're just coming off very oblivious to it. There also seems to be like someone that you might be dealing with maybe also emotionally immature, or they may be around the same age as you. If they are older than you, they're just coming off just emotionally too playful, or they're not serious. So someone that's not serious, or someone who is like not taking things very seriously. I do also feel like you're going to be getting past this particular situation, and I do feel like you're going to be running into a soulmate. Now, this soulmate may be someone that you may have turned down, or this may be someone that you may have brushed off, or this may be someone that is having some sort of regrets, or someone that has been thinking of you. I do feel like you're going to be hearing from someone. Again, there's travel. So I don't know if you're traveling to them, or they may be possibly emotionally traveling to you. I don't feel like it's physical travel. I feel like someone just coming towards you emotionally and maybe possibly going to open up to you. I do feel like this may be someone that may be coming out of a breakup, or this may be someone that may be coming off. They may have gone through some sort of hard time emotionally, or they may have gone through some sort of loss. So be careful how you express yourself, or how you kind of like speak to them, because I feel like they are going through an emotional time in their life right now, and right now they don't really need someone that's being too blunt or too harsh or too stern with them. But I feel like, of course, implement boundaries with this person, but I feel like someone may be coming towards you to open up, to tell you how they feel, or they may be telling you they may be going through some sort of depression, or they may be possibly going through an emotional rough time, and they're coming to you for guidance, or they're coming to you to vent. So let's do the last, which is Pisces, last but not least. All right, Pisces. On the deck is the moon. All right, so you have the 9 of Swords. I feel like everybody's getting that. Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups. Now, I do feel like someone may be holding on to some sort of secret. I do feel like someone is being very emotional. I'm getting very sensitive energy, or this may be someone that is coming off very sensitive. So be careful how you express yourself, because I do feel like someone cannot take any constructive criticism right now. I don't know if this is you or this is someone else. I feel like this is you though, because the moon card signifies Pisces. So I do feel like you're coming off very secretive, very mystic, very aloof, very different. I do feel like you might be coming off very mysterious as well. I do also feel like there may be you causing someone anxieties because of that, making them feeling very anxious or very nervous. I do feel like someone wants to express themselves, but they don't. You're coming off very, you're having a poker face. And because you have a poker face, someone doesn't really know how to go about expressing themselves or coming towards you, so they don't really know how to approach you, so they're trying to figure out emotionally how to approach you. I do also feel like if you're in a relationship, there may be some sort of anxieties that may be going on, or you guys may not be seeing eye to eye right now. I do also feel like you guys are having to find a better way to communicate, because I do feel like you guys are being very frustrated and probably just lashing out on each other. But I do feel like you guys are going to have to find a way to kind of like more so communicate with each other in a more so healthy, positive way. I do feel like if you're single, there is someone that is coming in for you. This is someone that's going to trigger you at first. This may be someone that you don't like at first. Like, meaning that they come into your life, you're just like, oh, I don't even care for this person. Oh, they get on my nerves, or they may bother you, or they're too needy, or they're too this or too that. But then you're going to realize that, okay, I like this person. Like, I don't know why I felt this way, but now I'm starting to like this person, or now I'm starting to warm up to this person. So you may have had your guards up when it came to this particular person, and that is why you may have given this person a hard time before finally opening up to them. But I feel like it's going to lead to some sort of like connection that you're going to experience with someone, because the Two of Cups is here. So I do feel like there's going to be some sort of satisfying, or there's going to be some sort of calming energy or calming relationship that's going to form between you and this person. So I do feel like something is some sort of blessing in disguise. And I do also feel like you're having to kind of like emotionally let your walls down. Maybe you're having a hard time doing that. Now, if you're in a relationship, this is like your partner having their walls up because they feel like their needs are not being met. So I do feel like it's saying that you're having to more so pay attention to their needs, or pay attention to, because I feel like your partner's not being very, like, they're not verbalizing how they're feeling, because they're like, well, you know me, you should know something's bothering me, or you should know that I'm mad, or you should know that this. And I feel like someone's just being very immature about it. So I do feel like there needs to be some sort of conversation that needs to happen between two people, because I do feel like someone is acting out very emotionally immature. So I do feel like there seems to be a little bit of that going on. So that is going to be for Pisces. This is all that I have for you guys. If you'd like to book a full reading, it'll be linked down below. My availability for November has opened up, and it will go quickly. October went quickly as well, so please book in advance. Now, if you do want to shop with me, I do have an online store where I sell crystals, affirmation decks. This particular deck that I have on, that I do all my readings, I have smudge sticks, anything you can think of. That'll be linked down below as well. If you do want to join my Patreon, where we do spells and rituals mainly focusing on self-love, protection, and money, that'll be somewhere on the screen as well. They do see these YouTube videos first, as far as the zodiac signs first. So if you do want to see the zodiac signs first before everybody else on YouTube, please head over to that platform and sign up for my Patreon, because we do have exclusive content on that platform. But that is pretty much it. I love you guys. Please check out all the other videos that I do have on my channel as well. Please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Rep your sign down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.